Hey. Does it work? Oh, hey. Hello. Thank you very much for coming. It's really a pleasure to be here and to have you here. Some of you know that I turned 50 3 days ago. 3 days. Okay. I'm not 53. 3 days ago, and I've invited many of you here tonight for the show, but also for some drinks afterwards. So I really appreciate that you came, and I hope that you are enjoying the show. So let's start. Believe it or not, but when I was 20, I wrote a letter to my future self. It's in Polish, so thankfully not everyone will understand it, but some of you do. And I will just read one little paragraph. Dear Czeslaw, the letter is for the 35-year-old you. You are probably a bold lawyer living in Třinec, with 2 kids, a wife, a house, and a car. The goal of this letter is to shake you up and shake up your stereotypical life. Remind you that life can be non-conventional, intense, and interesting. I'm sure that everything that you ever dreamt of stayed in your head, that your youthful ambitions are gone, that you gave up on them and on life. End of quote. And it goes on like that in a green tone till the finale, where I gave myself recommendations. Take 2 weeks off, just 2. Go and talk to 2 persons that can shake me up, 2 Agatas, my sister, and the second one who is actually sitting here tonight with us, friend of mine. And go and find a true love. Not many of you know about me, but I'm hopelessly romantic. So, so that's my letter, and let's see how I did. As you know, I was born 50 years ago in a small city in a Polish enclave, and I was born 2 months early. Allegedly, my head was triangular and I was covered by the body hair. And when my devoted Catholic grandmother saw me, she started to cry, saying that she see devil. Well, thinking about it today, for many ultra-conservative and ultra-Catholic people, I probably do represent a devil. I came out pretty late. I came out when I was 27. And looking at some of my pictures, I wonder why it took me so long, because there were some clear signs. Listen, in the age of 3, I demanded to play with a doll. And believe it or not, my grandfather actually bought me a doll, and I played with it all my childhood. In age of 4, apparently, I was running around kissing a boy publicly. The story is that the boys were chasing me, but as you could see, I was very happy about it. In age of 5, for a kindergarten ball, I dressed up as a girl. And as you can see, I was very happy about it. And I stole a thunder of all those other girls who weren't happy about it. And all my childhood and all my teenagehood, I actually was surrounded by in a safe haven of girls, and because I felt safe there. And look at this guy. Yeah, it's me in the middle. When you look at me now, of course, and the girls are there. Of course. It's clear gay, but it took me 27 years. I missed the twink era. It took me 27 years, and I think deep in my heart, and everyone has it, we are afraid to come out because we are afraid to lose love of our parents. We are afraid that they will love us less, that they will appreciate us less. So we hold it back. But I finally didn't, and in 27, when I was living here in Prague, I came out, first to myself, and then slowly to the world. Two places where I didn't come out was workplace. First, because I just started a new work at governmental office, believe it or not, in the human rights section. And shortly after I started, a colleague of mine came to the office and said, at the final stage of recruitment, there was two of you, and they choose you because the other one was gay. Imagine what it did to me. I sprint to the closet, shut it down, and I thought that I will just keep it shut for as long as possible. The other place where I didn't really come out were my parents. I still wanted them to love me, and I was afraid. Even though I lived in Prague, I was independent, but I still was afraid. But at one time, my mom really found it suspicious that I don't have a girlfriend. I am talking only about boys. So she asked, so what's going on? Are you gay? And I said, yes, I love men. We had a nice talk. She didn't really love it, but she loved me more. So she asked whether whether we don't have to tell it to my father. So for next 2 years, we were lying to my father about it, but he, of course, figured it out. And I remember it was an evening before Christmas. I came home for a visit. He was sitting in the living room, already drinking, and he asked, so are you gay? And listen, in my family, we don't ask direct questions. We are not like Dutch. We more beat about the bushes and let's see what come out of it. So, but he did ask direct questions, so I answered directly, yes, I am. It was epic fight. Eventually, he threw me out of the house. My mom stood in the doors, blocked the doors, and said, "No, it's my house. He's not going anywhere." But yeah, the Christmas weren't the loveliest and happiest holidays as we know it. And I thought that I will never talk to my father again after this. But if there is one thing that glues families together, it's a tragedy. And my mom was struggling with a cancer for 5 years, and my father was a sole caretaker. And he needed help, and we all needed each other. So we started to talk again. And at one moment, they told me, okay, we accept you, we will tolerate you, but please be gay in Prague. Don't come to Třinec and be gay. So, and listen, I know where it comes from. There were older people from a small city, from a Polish community. Gossip was our everyday bread there. So I understand that they didn't want to have it there. But it's a definition of tolerance. It is how they didn't understand me, who I am and what I am. Few years later, the day before my mom died, we had a talk, and she basically told me that she just wants me to be happy, and she wanted to protect me from the society to hurt me. And at that time, I was freshly and crazily in love with my new boyfriend. And I told her that I'm so happy that nobody will destroy this happiness, and that I will rather change the society to accept my love. And I kept this promise. I'm still crazily in love with this man. It's Willem, my husband. And here we are. And despite some storms, we managed to actually keep our happiness. And I am doing everything possible to change the society so it accepts our love. And that's what I'm doing. My final stage of coming out was during Prague Pride. It actually happened as a pure accident. I started to help Prague Pride out of guilt. At one moment, I was in position of power as a deputy minister for human rights, and I felt that I didn't do enough for LGBTQ plus people. I felt that I could have done more, and I didn't. So I thought, okay, let's help those poor people who are organizing Pride, and let's help them with bylaws and some governmental affairs. I'll do it for a year, and then I'll come back to public service. And then this one day came when, at that time, President Klaus said that a bunch of deviants have no rights to walk on the streets of city of Prague. And you know, I am a proud Polish man, and no one, not even president, is going to tell me where I may or may not walk. So I got pissed off, and I reminded myself the words of my mom, who said that the society will try to hurt you. And I realized that I am part of the society, and I need to change the society. I need to work my ass off so society will stop hurting us. And that's how I became part of Prague Pride, and that's how it happened. One more picture from first year of Prague Pride, which was total chaos, and many of you are here that were organizing it and remember. But I remember this the day of a parade at the Náměstí Republiky. I was just praying in my head that there will be more of us than those neo-Nazis. From the police, I knew that there is 50 hardliners that they are shielding off, but no one knew how many supporters will come for a parade. I came to Náměstí Republiky. It was raining, and it was empty. I thought to myself, fuck, we are doomed. But then it stopped raining, and the time of the parade approached, and people started to come out. They came out from the subway, from the shops, from the restaurants, from everywhere. And suddenly Náměstí Republiky was full of people. It was 5,000 of us who showed a middle finger to those who said that we have no right to walk in the street. It was simply magical moment. Until today, I have chills about this moment. One more thing happened at that time. I came out, my last stage of coming out, I came out publicly, in live television, as I do, and I became for some time the only gay in the village. And also I received a quite nasty text message from my father at that time, so nasty that we haven't talked for 2 years, actually. But later I found out that he was bullied because of me. At work, his colleagues picked up on him for who I am. And of course, I'm not to blame, but we sometimes tend to forget that once the moment of our coming out is finished, the moment of coming out of our relatives just starts. And maybe they just sometimes need our help and support. And then those incredible 15 years started, and it's been like crazy. I became a professional gay, basically. I founded or was deeply involved in many initiatives and activities that are changing the life of LGBTIQ people in this country. And it was the biggest privilege of my life. And many of you mentioned Pride Business Forum, SMEFER, Fun and Run, and so on and so forth. It was, remarkable 15 years, but also very much draining 15 years. To be honest, there were moments when I didn't understand why am I doing it? What is the sense of it? There was one moment when I was sitting in the parliament, listening to, during the discussion about marriage equality, listening to the vomit of those members of parliament about us being zoophiles, pedophiles, jumping out of the window. And I was surrounded in this balcony with the people from Alliance for Family, with the ultra-conservatives people. And that was the moment when I felt alone, completely powerless. I almost physically threw out. There was a moment when police came to my house and said that I'm on a list of some kind of killer trying to kill me, and whether I felt any danger recently around, and whether I got any suspicious post. Or there was another moment when we received a decision of the court saying that they don't recognize my marriage with my husband in Netherlands because it's against public order. And those were the moments when I really, really felt down, and I really questioned, what am I doing here in 2020 or 2015 or 2017? When you think that the society is somewhere else, and why do I feel still as a second-class citizen? I lived in San Francisco, and now I'm living in Netherlands, in Holland. So I live in the societies where I felt that I'm part of it, that I don't have to hide, that I don't have those little eyes on my back thinking whether there's somebody will beat me if I hold my husband's hand. And I realized that, those societies, the San Francisco people, the Dutch people, they had to go through those fights too, but 40 years ago. But they came to a breaking point when more and more people are out, and actually this become normal. And I believe that we in Czech Republic are slowly but surely getting to this point where people are out publicly in their workplaces, in their families. They finally start to realize that nobody else will change the society for them, that we have to change our society for ourselves, that we have to be part of this change. And that gives me a hope. Those 15 years were also remarkable because they were filled with with people, loving, devoted, passionate people that joined me in this journey of changing our society, of having our society more acceptant. So if I were to write a letter to 85-year-old Czeslaw, which I'm not gonna do, but if I were, I wouldn't be so judgmental. I wouldn't think about myself that I can't live my full life. But I would say keep doing what you're loving to do, what you are doing, and what you love to do. Stay with people that you love and that love you. So thank you very much.